What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Darku, and today we're going to be going over how you can win yourself a shiny Elekid or a shiny Electivire, as well as loads of reward points in this next catching event. This event is happening Saturday the 15th of July 2023, which is actually today, the release of this video. If you're watching this in future, don't forget to follow and subscribe so that you don't miss out on these catching events. And the location is at the power plant in Kanto. So we're just going to bring up our map here. We're in Kanto at the very top right near the rock tunnel. As you can see, the power plant is actually just below us here. You're going to need the Surf HM for this one specifically, just to get down there. Obviously the main catching is on channel 1. You can be on any channel you want to be, but if you want to be with the majority of people, as well as the CMs and the mods, etc., you can head down to the bottom of the page here at Community, click on Change Channel, and in the middle of the screen you can just change here to channel 1 and click Change. So on the off chance that you don't actually know how to get to the power plant, obviously I'm going to quickly show you. So we've gone to Route 10, which is near the rock tunnel, and we're just going to head up here. And like I said, you do need the Surf HM to actually reach the power plant. We're going to use it here, and we're actually just going to use a quick rappel because, yeah, I don't want no encounters whilst I'm doing this. There you go, just down here, and you can just go on the land here, obviously. We're going to use our rappel to the maximum, and as you can see, we're now in the power plant, and this is where the main catching event will be. So now that we're in here, I can tell you everything that you need to know. So again, this event is happening at 20 UTC. You will then have 1 hour to catch as many Pokemon as you can to get the absolute best score you can. Now your score is based on the total sum of IVs of one Pokemon, plus what species of Pokemon it is, and plus the nature bonus as well. So in this event, Electabuzz is worth plus 5 points as a species, and so is Magnemite is a plus 3 points, and Pikachu is a neutral catch. And the nature bonuses are Timid plus 3, Naive plus 2, Hasty plus 1. What that means is to have a valid entry into the event, you need to catch either Electabuzz, Magnemite or Pikachu. Obviously you get plus points for which one you get. So now that we've caught this Electabuzz, then I can give you a better understanding of how the scoring works. So again, you will get 1 hour to catch as many Electabuzz, Magnemite and Pikachu as you want, but we're just going to use this one as an example so you know how it works. So to start us off, obviously we called it as an Electabuzz, so the species bonus is a plus 5 points already because it's an Electabuzz. And then you would take the total IVs, these are actually horrendous. We'd have 67 points, plus 5 because it's an Electabuzz, and if we had the nature as well, we'd get plus points as well, but because it's lonely, this isn't a plus or a negative, it's just neutral. So again, we would have plus 5 because it's Electabuzz, plus IVs, and that would equal our total score. Just to clarify, although you do get 1 hour to catch as many Pokemon as you want, you only get 1 entry. So, you know, if this was my absolute best Electabuzz or my absolute worst for trying to get 4th place, I would send in this 1 entry, not loads of Electabuzz or loads of Magnemite. It doesn't add up, it's just 1 entry. So in these events you can come 1st, 2nd, 3rd and 4th place. Obviously 1st, 2nd and 3rd place are all the highest scores possible, and 4th place is the lowest score possible. Now I will say in every event that I've been in, if you're near 160 points total score or above, you have a really good chance of winning, and if you're nearish 20 score, you're in for a good chance of winning 4th place as well. So there you go, then there's the very basics of how the event works, and obviously I'm going to show you at the end how you can submit your entry. So to start us off on the tips and tricks, as you can see we have an Espeon here. Now it doesn't actually need to be an Espeon for this, by the way, but it does have the ability of Synchronize, and as you can see it passes a burn, etc. in battle ability. However, if we move Espeon to the front of our party like so, you'll notice at the very top left now it says we've got the Synchronize out of battle ability. That's a 20% chance for wild Pokemon's nature to match. Now again, it doesn't have to be Espeon, it just has to have the ability of Synchronize. And we have the Timid nature, and in this event obviously Timid is a plus 3 total score overall. From Espeon then, honestly your best bet is to take something like a Breloom with a Toxic Orb and Poison Heal. Now it also has False Swipe, so we can make the enemy Pokemon 1 HP, and it has Spore as well, so we can also make the enemy Pokemon sleep to give us the best catch rate possible. And the main reason for this Poison Heal and Toxic Orb, like you can normally bring Smurgles etc with you as well to these events, however the enemy Pokemon in the power plant pretty much all have static, so the moment you touch them you will get paralyzed. So obviously Breloom, being the absolute best here, already poisons itself to get healed, so you don't have to worry about getting paralyzed or anything, as well as it heals during fights. What I would do as an extra tip is quickly do one wild fight outside to make sure the poison gets you already. As you can see on the right side of my bar, Breloom is already poisoned before we even go into the event. And this is to stop us false swiping before getting our toxic orb off and getting paralyzed before we can get poisoned. But just to clarify, the poison does in fact heal us, it doesn't actually poison us, but we'll have the poison effect, so we won't be able to get staticked from the enemy Pokemon when we false swipe. So there you go, ladies and gents. Obviously, like I said, we will go synchronized timid and switch out to a Breloom straight away, and then false swipe and Spore for the best catch rate possible. I'm now going to bring on screen, as you can see right now, we're bringing up all the catch rates of the Pokemon in this event. So Electabuzz, Magnemite, Pikachu, we have Pokeballs, Great Balls, Ultra Balls, and even Repeat Balls because Electabuzz's catch rate is horrendous. One extra trick for this is if you've got loads of tabs like this and you're keeping all the IVs up so you know which one was your best one, etc. When you finally pick out what your best one was, rename the Pokemon. Obviously, if you've got your tab up like this, you can just click this little yellow tab here and say, winner! And then obviously it will be renamed like this. If it's in your PC box, you can actually just type winner in your PC box and you will immediately find this Pokemon. So again, when the 1 hour is up and you've got those 10 minutes, you want to get your entry like so, and then you'll see in the global chat, obviously they're not doing it right now, but in the global chat, a lot of the CMs and mods will say taking entries. Now if you're on channel 1, you will be able to see them, so you could right click them and then whisper them, etc. However, obviously you can just look in the global chat, you'll see them saying taking entries, and you'll be able to, hey, look who it is, it's Enzo, who we bother every time with these events. You can just right click on their name like so, and then click whisper, and as you can see at the very bottom left, now we are definitely whispering Enzo, and there you can drag and drop your Pokemon, or you can just click this link button, click on Pokemon, and then click your entry, and just send it off like that. And as you can see at the very bottom now, it says whispers to Enzo, Electabuzz like that, and he can take your entry. Now it's worth noting that you should keep your entry on you for at least another 10 minutes, because if you put it back in the PC box, they won't be able to get the data of the Pokemon because it'll be put away. Once the 1 hour is up and the 10 minutes of submitting entries is up, they will probably take another 10 minutes or so to work out who's actually won the event. As I said, if you're near 160, you've got a good chance to win the event. If you're near 20, you're a good chance to win 4th place on the event. I will most likely be here as well, so I'll see you all at 20 UTC. Once again, time converter in the description. The official PokeMMO Discord will be in the description as well, and like I said, don't forget to follow and subscribe and all that business so you don't miss out on these events in future. Good luck on the event, and I'll see you guys out there. See ya!